Hello, everybody. This is the last presentation. So today we are going to present you TravelWise. I think that Mikol yesterday explained the project very well. I wasn't here, but I'm sure about that. So today we are going to present you like a mini demo of the platform that we made and we are making. So just a few words about TravelWise again. It is funded by Cesar and Europe's Rail, 37 organizations across 11 countries. We are in the middle of the project. In a few months, we are going to have the first demo from a total of 2 live demos. And today we are going to focus on the Athens scenario. So the second scenario, the international hub. In this scenario, the transport players in this scenario are the Athens International Airport. We have Anna here. Hellenic Train, Alexandros, over there. Aegean Airlines, and SITA. Okay, so the main challenge is that the Athens ecosystem, among other ecosystems, is facing is that operations run in silos. So each transport operator, so there is limited data sharing and coordination between transport operators, and this impacts the passenger experience. The travelers are lacking real-time information, real-time notifications, so they are not sure about their journey and they are not able to plan ahead their journey. In this sense, the disruption management across the transport ecosystem is not so good because everything runs in silos. So, for example, one transport operator can have some form of disruption management, but not with coordination from other transport modes. And another challenge is the inconsistent IT infrastructure. So there is no a translation layer between each operator systems. There is not a common glossary between aviation and rail and maritime, because in this scenario, the Athens scenario, we are having also the maritime element. Okay, so the focus is the disruption management, how we are going to enable an efficient disruption management. We are going to create awareness and visibility across the whole journey of the traveler in tactical and pre-tactical phases. How we are going to do that? We are integrating multimodal data from all the transport operators and using all the systems into a common source of truth. We are going to monitor the passenger flows. This is going to enable us to have some sort of resource optimization. And this is going to enhance the operational efficiency. We are going via all these pillars to enable notifications to the passenger, and finally enhance the passenger experience. The focus is on the traveler. In this slide, we are trying to showcase the main use case. So let's say that I am a traveler. I am coming through an aircraft through Aegean Airlines to the Athens International Airport. Then I'm walking from the Athens International Airport to the Hellenic train station. And then, after my train journey, I'm going to the port of Piraeus, and vice versa. So someone can get from a cruise line, for example, to the port of Piraeus, then to the Hellenic train station, from the train to the Athens International Airport, and take a flight to his final destination. Throughout this journey, we are exploiting all types of data. I need to save time, so I'm not going to read all these types of data, but in general, what we are doing, we are exploiting static data, such as schedules, such as the berths, for example, from the Piraeus port. We are exploiting real-time data, such as delays, cancellations. We are exploiting the itineraries, because in the Athens ecosystem, there is no single ticket. So we are putting a solution there to solve the issue of the single ticket. And generic events such as weather information, general events happening in Athens that may impact the traveler, etc., etc. What we are doing, we are integrating all this data into a data space. We are filtering this data, we are ensuring that this data is clean. Then we are doing some processing on top in order to understand the disruptions and try to manage the disruptions. And after that, we are putting another layer of more smarter processing and insights and more AI-related use cases. Finally, we are creating some APIs to feed off existing systems. We are creating some UIs and dashboards for the operators so they can have this type of visibility. And we are pushing notifications to the passengers so they are anxiety-free. And now Anna will help me. We are going to do a mini demo. So these are just mock-ups for this presentation. Here, okay. So here is the first screen of the dashboard. So the main objective is for an operator to just see this first screen and get a quick overview of the day. So in the first section, we have the intermodal itineraries, the total number of intermodal itineraries, it's 200. Under the hood, this platform classifies its problematic itinerary, basically its itinerary, into some impact score. So the non-problematic itineraries are of no impact. The problematic itineraries, for example, there is a delay happening that may cause a serious problem because the traveler will not be able to switch modes. So this is an itinerary of a high impact. We can see all the classification and the distribution: high impact, medium impact, low impact. Now, the total number of passengers in the next section, how many are PRMs, how many they need special assistance, and how many passengers are impacted from the disruptions. The third section is about the total number of bags. The next section is like an overview of the itineraries. So each operator can get a sense of the congestion of how many itineraries are happening at a particular time of the day. And the final section is the event section, where someone can examine if there is, for example, a strike happening in Athens, which is going to impact all itineraries. So if we go now, something final, we can filter out all the sections from the air side, from the maritime side, and the rail side, so each operator can see an overview of a particular transport mode. So now, if we jump on the itineraries, we are seeing in each row all the intermodal itineraries. The first column describes the modes involved in a specific itinerary. I know that for our scenario and travel-wise, there are no buses, but for the sake of the mock-up, we have also the buses inside now. The second column has the impact score. So, for example, in the first row, there is a high impact because the disruption type is a delay, and a delay happened, and a high impact delay happened. Just a minute. The next column is the mitigation action. So why we are listing all the problematic itineraries sorted out by impact score? Because an operator is going to visit the platform and try to manage this disruption. So in this itinerary, the mitigation is in progress. That means that someone has already checked this itinerary and took an action. The next columns are the passenger number, the PRM number, an identifier, which is going to combine all the different tickets. And if we click there, we get into more details. So on the left side, we can see that this is just an example for this mock-up. We can see that the cruise is departing from Volos port and it's going to Piraeus port. Then, from the Piraeus port, someone is going to take the bus in order to arrive to the Piraeus train station. Then there is a delay. The whole journey also has the Athens airport and the Rome airport via Aegean Airlines. And you can see here that a delay is causing some red values. So there is a problem here. On the itinerary breakdown section, we can see where the problem is. Here we have standard data such as scheduled time of arrival, of departure, estimated times. We are introducing the intermodal MCT value. So this is the scheduled MCT and estimated MCT. We can see that while the scheduled minimum connecting time, so a traveler can change between modes, was originally 2 hours. Now it's only 35 minutes. So this translates to a high impact of delay. And what we are going to do, the platform suggests the next best route. An operator can press the accept button. Yes. So in this sense, the next best route is being applied to the specific passengers. There is also an activity log. So we can always audit or know who changed what, who took the action. So every operator has the same view. In this sense, Hellenic train, so Alexandros, here for example, changed the mitigation status into progress because he took some action from the next best route or whatever. There is also another functionality. There is a chat feature on the right side. And here, all the operators can chat. And in this case, we are solving the problem of coordination between operating centers, because as of today, most mitigation actions happen through the phone. So here we are combining the visibility across all operators and the communication thing. In this sense, the operators are communicating between each other, and they can manage better the disruption happening. Finally, if we close the chat, we are also implementing a feature where we can push notifications to the passengers. So if we press this button, we are offering many ways of communicating with the passengers. Of course, this is just a mock-up now. So we are going to find out how we are going to communicate and push notifications to the passengers. And we can see in this, in this itinerary that only one passenger is affected. And I think this is it. Thank you.